Sorry about that, guys. For whoever may have seen that for a hot second, we had some technical difficulties there. Hopefully some of you will jump on today and catch some RY vibes coming to you here on a overcast Wednesday outside the Philadelphia area. Just got out of my networking meeting. Where is everybody at? Where you at? Where you at? Where's the entrepreneurs? Entrepreneur roll call, gang. Let's go. Rise and grind. Hopefully you've been up for a little while. I entitled this broadcast Small Thinking, Small Results because something prompted this discussion, I should say this scope, even just within the past 30 minutes from something that came from my networking group. And I promised last week when I did my last scope that I'd be coming to you every week. Made a promise that I'd be on every single week. And so here we are. But there was something that came up, and I'll try not to go down too many rabbit holes here when it comes to the topic. But, you know, there's so many different ways these days, obviously through technology, through just different, I guess, outlets, if you will, to market your business. And obviously social media being one of them. But if you're trying to grow your company the traditional way, which is through word of mouth and just organically, okay? And you should be doing that, right? If you're doing a good job, you provide a quality product or quality service, obviously, you know, good word will travel. It travels fast, not as fast as negative press, but it does travel well. But if that's your only method, then you can expect only a certain amount of results. And there was a person today that is a younger individual, but he's old school in the sense that he doesn't like change, doesn't have a website, doesn't have a Facebook page. He's not on Facebook. He's only word of mouth and relies, probably 80 to 90% of his business comes from our networking group. So with that in mind, I mean, you're really talking about a lot of eggs, if not all of your eggs, in one basket. And there was another gentleman who I do a lot of networking with who actually works for a large company, multi-million dollar company, who happens to be one of my clients. Basically just, you know, kind of said on the side to me, you know, hey, small thinking, small results. You know, hey, if you want to stay small, stay small. And it really kind of prompted this conversation because that's okay. I don't want anybody to believe or think that they have to grow some ridiculous, enormous company if that's not their goal. But when you are out there and you're soliciting business, and for him to make a comment about, well, nobody's ever asked me for this, or nobody's ever asked me for a Facebook page, and that's fine. But, and especially being a young guy, well, sooner or later, that demographic of customers and clients are not going to be around anymore. Somebody told me a long time ago, you know, you always have to keep prospecting and building new business development for 3 reasons. Because your customers or clients will move off, they're going to die off, or you might just piss them off. But you have the younger generation that is finding service providers, even product-based companies, obviously through the internet, through search engine optimization. They're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And you really are losing out to your competition if you are trying to grow a business. And you may be able to grow, but at some point, you know, you have to take that word of mouth and you have to radiate. And that actually comes with that comes with utilizing social media, utilizing, you know, web marketing services, because that will help spread that word of mouth like wildfire. Certainly much faster than just trying to do it through traditional word of mouth expansion. So in any event, I implore all of you at some point that if you are growing a business, and whether you're looking at traditional marketing methods, advertising, in print, mailers, things like that. I mean, look, obviously the return on investment still to this day is so low, but at the end of the day, even when you utilize all that the internet has to offer, it still always comes down to the person needing to close the prospect, right? What's going to garner them to pick up the phone, fill out the form, call you, and then it's up to you to obviously bring the deal home. So I like the fact, he did say, look, I'm not going to be, if you're looking for the cheapest way out, that's not me. Quality. I'm certainly not the most expensive. But again, when it comes to service-based businesses, specifically contractors, you always have a consumer that's going to look at multiple bids or estimates, and you have to expect that. But again, this small thinking of, well, if you're one of 3, 4, 5, maybe 20 estimates, and these people are doing their due diligence, and they can't have any other avenues to look you up, even though you're licensed, you're insured, you're bonded, etc., even if you're, that you have all that in place, but they can't look you up on Facebook or Instagram or a website, that changes the mindset of consumers, okay? Because perception is reality for most people. I think we can all agree on that. For most people. Maybe, or at least for a lot of people, okay? Certainly not everybody, but at the end of the day, it's like I talk about this all the time because we do web development, that if you go to a website and if it doesn't draw you in, catch your eye, or you're not doing ooh and ah within the first couple of seconds, chances are that potential prospect or that person is going to be gone, right? So you can't have a crappy-looking website. And then once you do have that, what's going to keep them there, what's going to keep them clicking around, etc. But you're really blowing yourself out of the water because, what happens if you come in at the same price as a competitor? How does the consumer make a decision? Let's say they were both treated extremely fairly. Their price was dead on for both estimates. Loved the personality of both providers. But now they're going to do their homework and research. One, website established. Social media presence established. The other one, 100% all word of mouth. Who do you think that potential consumer and customer is going to go with? Probably the company that looks like they are investing in themselves. Okay? And I think that's really, really important. So you have to think about that. If you think small, chances are you're going to get small. You think big, chances are you're going to get big. Obviously, and then the action plan comes with it, but you cannot be so close-minded when it comes to free resources that are available, obviously including social media and a lot of all the web tools that are out there. So keep that in mind, gang. Social media is like a billboard, a free billboard for your business, right? So if you have a traditional business, you should have a Facebook page. If you're sort of a sole proprietor, which I am in a lot of respects, I basically use my page for mostly business. People can go in there and actually kind of see my lifestyle as well a little bit, and just get a sense for me. So if somebody wants to look me up, trust me, it's not, I'm not hard to find. So with that, I appreciate you guys checking in. I'm at Ray Yedman on all social media platforms. So tweet me, hit me up, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and we'll follow each other. Hopefully we'll have the opportunity to maybe even network and do some business together. So have a great day, guys. Get out there, make it happen, and enjoy the rest of the week. Take care.